everyone, Chelsea here, and in this training, I'll be sharing with you how to utilize ServiceNow Catalog. So a service catalog is an ordering system for services and products that can be offered by various departments for users. So within a workforce, if you have like the company, they provide laptops, for example, and you want where the user can go ahead and order the things that they need, you could create a service catalog for within your company. You can do this within using ServiceNow, and you can have categories that can organize the catalog items. For example, here you see there could be one for services, here could be one for hardware, software. This helps people to navigate it easier. You can also have a one-stop shopping catalog offered to users. You can also put in here access to service desk. It can be integrated with the help and training portal, as well as just having multiple categories are also supported when using ServiceNow. So how this works is you have the catalog where a user is able to browse the catalog for a set item that they wish to order or request. And when they find that item, they add it to a cart. From a cart, then they can go ahead and execute the order. And then that request comes through on the back end of ServiceNow as well. So then there is a request management of once an order's been placed, the request needs to be tracked and fulfilled. So an admin in ServiceNow typically does this where they have access to this request management setting. And in there, they can go ahead and just track, make sure things get placed for the user. So the user is then able to receive the item. And this is all tracked as well with data in the back end and workflows as well. So some components that you may have inside of the ServiceNow catalog are one item. So this could be like a hardware item, a software item, services, and items once selected and submitted, that then will move it to the request or other records as well. It could be like an incident record also. Then you have what's called record producers. Record producers are a form that produces a task record. So this is how it could go into like the incident, for example, of, hey, this is a task needed to be completed. Record producers are a type of a catalog item. And then you have variables, which that could be a question that you might need to get more information of, like what item option, what service that they're looking for to get more data. There's also variable sets. So this is where you can get a collection of data that can be shared between catalog items. Like, when do you need this by? Who is this request for? And then you can also set up workflows as well in the ServiceNow catalog. So the flows, they can run behind the scenes and they can communicate to stages for the approval process going to the requester, and then to drive that fulfillment as well of completing the task, service, or item being purchased. So this is an example of a record producer. It appears as a form that allows users to fill out information. So for example, if someone's needing help, they need to report a defect. Then it has a short description where they can go ahead and enter information. So it's like a form. And that's then translated to a task-based record. So then inside of ServiceNow, under task-based, it'll go ahead and show what they put in that description, what is the issue, a priority level, and more. And you can see here it has a scoping, waiting for approval, work in process. So then you can see the activity flow as well when you're using these records in ServiceNow. So if you're wanting to go ahead and create a new item inside of ServiceNow, you can navigate to the All Service Catalog, Catalog Definitions, and Maintain Items. Here you can find all of the items listed, and then you can go ahead and select New to go ahead and create a new item. Then also there's different variables. So it'll automatically go into the global scope. You can define questions on these when you create a catalog item. The question choices can be defined by available options. For example, if somebody's ordering a computer, you might need to know, hey, what's the monitor size that you need? Who's the hiring manager? And then what's the budget code also? So you can create more of customization questions with your ServiceNow catalog items. You can also create what's called a your order guide. And this is, for example, like a quiz a user can go ahead and fill out that will give them then what items that they need. So an order guide is to assist customers in ordering a complete set of needed items and to help a user see different items in the relationship as well. So there can be certain questions that are presented to them, and it'll go ahead and then show relevant choices based off of their answers and help with the ordering process. And then when a user goes ahead and requests an item, there is then a process stage. So in the backend of ServiceNow, you can see requested items. You can see if it's been approved, are there reoccurring prices and more. So this helps you just to see the approval versus fulfillment stage where it is at as well. So you can view the requested items, you can expand the workflows in the back end, and this will provide a summary about the progress and the state of the item and when it is to be delivered. You can also create criteria items, have a catalog security as well, and different categories. So a user criteria is conditions that are evaluated against a user to determine which user can access the ServiceNow catalog items. So you can have a catalog and only certain users can access it. So you can make it available for certain types of users, different roles or groups. There can be different catalogs, categories. You can also select for who it should not be available to. So you can apply several criteria options on a single category or a single catalog item. But that is about utilizing catalog items inside of ServiceNow and all the features that you can utilize.